Hey, April here. Welcome back. And so today I wanted to talk with you about book grudges. Do you have them or not? So I generally tend to be the type of person that can find a lot of good things about any book. Even a book I don't particularly love might be well written. It might have great characters. So I do tend to focus on books that I love rather than books that I don't like, because as a writer, I don't want to put down anyone else's work. And I know it's hard to write a book, but sometimes some books just don't work for you. I'm talking books that make you angry, okay? Or books that affect you in such a negative way that you have a grudge against them. So, have you ever had a book grudge? If you have, go ahead and hit that like button so that I know that I am not the only one who has an occasional book grudge. And while you're there, if you would like, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and then leave me a comment below that you subscribed, and I will hit you back with an answer to that, and I really appreciate that. So, book grudges. I have 3 book grudges. I have 3. And with them comes author grudges. And I'm going to say that I am ashamed to admit this. 100% as an author myself, I am ashamed to admit that I have an author grudge. I have 3 books and I have 2 authors. So I'm going to start with my oldest book grudge. This book grudge dates really, really far back. I'm embarrassed. I haven't read a book by this author since I read this book. And before that, I read all of this author's books, and I loved them, and I still do. And I think he's a great writer, and I love his books, but this book made me so mad that I haven't read any more of his books because I'm scared that I'm going to hate it as much as I hated this book. And I hate to say I hated a book, but I really did. Like, this book made me so mad, like angry. And the author is Please Don't Kill Me, because I said he's a good writer. I love his books. I read them as a child. Needful Things was like my favorite horror book as a child. So Stephen King, I'm sorry, I have a book grudge. I feel bad about it, but I have it. It's The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. So this book is about a girl who gets lost in the woods, and she has a radio and she's listening to Tom Gordon, which is I think a baseball dude or something, and that's like supposed to keep her sustained. And I just kept waiting for something to happen because she like ate some poisonous berries, she had some hallucinations, a poor girl lost in the wilderness. This sounds like the kind of book I would like, but maybe it was just because it didn't have the horror element. To me, it might be horrifying to other people. Other people may love this book, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. There's probably something wrong with me that I just hated this book because it made me so mad, and I finished it. I read the whole thing, and I just felt like whatever I wanted to happen didn't happen. And so I haven't read another Stephen King book since that. I know it's been at least 7 years. And I'm thinking about breaking that. I think it's been long enough that I think that when I'm in the mood for some horror movies, horror books, I think I'm gonna give up that grudge because it's been a really long time. And I think I need to get over that because I can replace it with somebody else. And this person is very popular, so again, don't shoot me. I absolutely loved one of his books. I've read 3, and I loved one. I thought it was well written. I loved the story. I loved the characters. They made it into a movie. I liked the movie. John Green, I know, guys. I know it's bad, but I can't read anything else by him because I read An Abundance of Catherines, and I read Paper Towns, and no, I didn't like them. I just felt specifically in Paper Towns, I just couldn't, like I was interested in it. I was reading it, and the ending, when he finds her, and that's not really anything. No. The Abundance of Catherines, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. And I didn't hate Paper Towns, but I didn't like it. I just felt like the book wasn't giving me what I wanted. It wasn't filling me up with whatever I expected. Now, I'm going to say, I think expectations pay into my book grudge because I had high expectations for all three of these. So I think for an author that I love, I have high expectations of them. And then when I read something that doesn't live up to my own personal expectations, no matter how good it is, no matter how good the story is, I think that's where my book grudge comes in. So I think it's my fault. I don't think it's the writer's fault. I don't think they wrote a bad book. I don't think those are necessarily bad books at all. I know a lot of people love them. Well, I don't know about The Girl Who Read Tom Gordon. I've never heard anybody talk about that book. My mom says it's because it was after he had that accident and his head wasn't right. I don't know. But, so I don't think my book grudges are because they're bad books or they're bad writers. I think it's me. I think it's my expectations and what I personally like. But I take it a step too far that I've been disappointed and I don't want to put myself through that again. So I just don't read anything else by that author. There's another author, like I used to read a lot of Christian fiction, a lot of Christian historical inspiration fiction, and I really love Karen Kingsbury, all of her books. But then it got just to this point where they just weren't living up to my expectations. So I won't say I won't read anything by her, but like when the books come out and I used to rush to find them and to get them, that I don't do that anymore. Like if I come across one and it sounds good, I'll read it. So it's not a book grudge in her case, but it's just, it went from to meh. Yeah. So there is my embarrassing confession for you. My book grudges, my author grudges. A little insight into something I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of it, but it's going to take a lot to convince me. So there you have it. Okay, go ahead. I know I'm going to hear about it in the comments below. What did you love about those books? What am I missing? How can I fix this? Any comments? Suggestions? Don't beat me up too much. I said it's my problem, not the authors, not the books. It's me. It's my grudge. So there you have it. What books or authors or series do you have a personal book grudge against? Do you take it as far as I do and not read their work for 7 years just because you were disappointed in one book? Are you a better person than me and you can just push right through that and march on to the next book and not be disappointed? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts and your comments. And as always, please take time to hop over to my website, www.authораpril.com, and check out my posts there. Subscribe to my newsletter so that you can stay up to date. Don't forget, there's a link below to my Society 6 store if you want some writer goodies or inspirational goodies. I have some items for you there, and I hope that you are having an awesome July, and I'll see you next time. Bye.